say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just...
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Come on. Check 45, somebody. And come on out here. Come get some.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Hustle. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Operating from the gun, Townsend. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Thompson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set, red. 360 out block. Back.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Washington gets it going right. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. 15 lining. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Lock it. Check. Crunch. Ready, go.
From the gun on third down. Love. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. On first, here's Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Saquon Barkley,
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Thompson. That one complete to Hill. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
No. Check 43.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Thompson. The 20. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Thompson to throw on 2nd down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run from the shotgun with Washington. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 6, orange. Even, 4 down, even. Set. Hey, hard.
Back to throw. Love looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That's it, baby. We go, work.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Washington, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Check it out. Patsy.
From the gun, Love. And that's caught by Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Kill, 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 kill. Sponge, sponge, sponge. Lock it. Kill, kill, kill. Ready.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Lonnie 15, Lonnie. Orbit. Come to my world. Check Mike, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Check Mike, Mike. Check Mike, check Mike. Check Mike.
To throw on second down. Love. And this one complete to Smith. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Love. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. We own them. We own them.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Throwing on first down. Thompson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the run, it's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safe.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready up. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, Love. He completes it to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Run you over. Set, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Throwing again, Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
Check nickel. 36. Switch. Hot.
Operating from the gun, Love. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come on.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Ready, ready, ready. Here we go. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze. Get in there. Ready.
Now it's Smith running right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Love. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Otss Smith, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running it, Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Jones has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. That catch, by the way, ties him with Anquan Bolden all time. He's now at 1,076 career catches.
That number's staggering, isn't it? And to accumulate that many catches, you have to have played like Anquan Bolden with a fierce toughness and a ton of pride.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Falcons.
Set. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. You. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready.
This is Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Switch. Take 4. Set. Block motion. 52. And go.
They'll run with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 8, read. You don't want to know. He's coming. We got double up.
Off play action. Love. It's caught. Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And the Falcon first down.
Come on, set. 50. Play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Love. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Tighten up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Thompson off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Let's go. 70-Andy. Marvin. Here we go. Get off the field. 45 the mic.
To throw is Thompson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready, ready. 30 pace. Let's go. Go on, go on. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Ken Lobo. There. Here I come.
Washington now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 260 Slam. Check 99. What happened?
They'll try and run for it with Smith. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Thompson from the gun, he'll throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got him in, complete. Give him 32 on the play. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Thompson now, operating from the gun. It's complete to Williams. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Thompson. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Thompson. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
A 19-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Off the play fake. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Thompson throwing to start the drive. It's Hill, complete. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Saquon Barkley running right, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
45 the mic, 45 the mic. Too little, hey, check.
2nd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Thompson throwing on 3rd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The toss out to Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Falcons grab it. Room here to run. 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Thompson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Giants win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4.